What they do. I am Josh Jones, ESQ, also known as the Dope Black Lawyer. I'm on it again with my dog, Ali LaFlare. What's happening,
goody? Cool and family.
Man,
glad to be back at it.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Come on, man.
Hey, we held it down the last couple weeks, bro. Where you been, man?
Man, last week, it was tough. Last week was tough for the God, but hey, we're here.
Yeah. We're glad you're here, dog. So welcome to everybody else who is back. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's back from last week, back from another time, or back for the first time.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? We salute you. We thank you for showing up. And we got some crazy stuff to talk about. Nothing as crazy as that Diddy thing last week, because that thing was super wild.
Yeah, Diddy he's been on a tear this year.
Hey, man.
He's been having a time.
If Lil Rod is telling the truth, he might really be on a tear.
Hey.
Pause. But we're going to keep it moving, man, because you know what I'm saying? Our special guest host is away right now. But nothing ever, you know what I'm saying, stops with the blue face mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what she do? What she do?
Chris gonna hold it down, man. She gonna keep it
interesting.
Yeah, she wanted out in Oklahoma, but she's smart. She's not going to Oklahoma. I guess she really don't have no reason to go there.
Unless you're doing a show or a booking, and even then, you know what I'm saying, I say just go to Texas and I don't know, you can get your money.
Sure. So basically, she's got a warrant. She's on the most wanted list out in Oklahoma, but she says she doesn't really want to go turn herself in because now she got a child to raise.
Not the most wanted list for Oklahoma. Like, what'd you do out there? Bro, like, to be most wanted in Oklahoma, you really had to do something. Like, I don't know.
Well, it was drug trafficking, allegedly.
Well, you did something.
I don't know why she's like wanted like that, but yeah, they got a warrant. It's an open warrant. She said she's not gonna turn herself in. She got a baby to raise. The alleged dad is already locked up, so you can't have both parents, you know what I'm saying, going away. So I could feel her on that.
That's instant. That's instant going to foster care, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got nobody to take care of the baby. So yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Faith's mom will probably step up, man.
Yeah, maybe. I think you know what, Krishan rather definitely spend life in prison before she let his mama get a hold of the baby.
I think the other baby moms might step up too, man. They got a weird thing going on over there.
You know what? They do. But if it worked for him, man, I have nothing to say about that sitch.
If they like it, I love it, my brother.
Hey, on God.
But yeah, man. So she says she got lawyers behind the scenes that's trying to take care of it for her. She thinks it's gonna get, squashed up. Those are some, potentially serious charges. I don't know exactly the particulars of it, but we'll stay tuned on this one.
Yeah, man. Don't forget, like she was Breaking Bad out there.
Yeah. Well, she got another case too. Not a criminal, but she getting sued by the Tamar Braxton dancer.
I mean, getting sued that's one thing. A criminal case, like that's totally different. But yeah, best of her, best of the luck with her on that one.
Yeah. Hey. Now that she got that new tat, it's a wrap. She good.
Yeah. We'll see.
She go anywhere. Speaking of, my man got the Krishan tat. You seen it?
No, I don't know if that's real.
I think it's fake, but it's real. I think it's fake, but it's still funny.
It's detailed stencil. It is trolling at its best. Like, yeah, I don't know what NLE was thinking, but my man is a wild guy for that. He a wild dude for that. And I wonder, the thing is, would he have kept the same energy if Blueface was out of prison though?
Well, that's what I was just about to say. It's a lot of people right now saying, a lot of people saying he was real quiet.
He was.
It went away.
Dark. It was 0 dark 30. We didn't hear nothing from him when Face was out. And he wanted to, that boxing match all of a sudden got canceled. I don't know.
Hey, was that when Face got stabbed?
Yeah.
That was the same
allegedly.
one?
Nah, that wasn't even the same one. I take that. Nah, that wasn't even the same situation. Like, NLE just said he didn't want to fight no more. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Blueface said, well, come catch these hands, man.
Yeah,
he was standing on business.
I will say Blueface seems like he don't mind getting active. So,
he's definitely about the squabble.
If that's good or bad, I'll let you decide. But
I'd rather somebody duke it out than shoot it out, man, all day long.
Bro, we're not gonna have a quick show, but I would be remiss if I didn't say, man, my mind went crazy during my planning process. My dog snuck out the house yesterday and got hit by a car, my G.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but he's almost 15 years old, no broken bones.
No
nothing. He Gucci. Got a little limp, but he already had a little limp.
Oh, he a pimp.
Yeah, so yeah. But so some of the stuff that we normally talk about, we're not gonna talk about, but we still gonna get active with it. We got some stuff, man. So shout out to Tyson, man. You holding it down, man. Can't even lie. So
big teasy.
So we got another story, bro. Kind of like one of our oldies but goodies that keeps giving more. But it's Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion, Kelsey Harris. It just does not go away.
Nah.
So
it's one of them. Until we get the truth out of it, it's gonna be just like it's gonna stay an infested story that's gonna keep popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah, so another lawyer I saw on Twitter was talking about Kelsey, because apparently, you know who Kelsey Joyner is, right? The one that was best friends with Meg Thee Stallion, that was in the whip.
Yeah.
So apparently she's been real quiet other than when she testified for the last 4 years. And now she's going on some podcast and she's doing an interview. So we got some footage of like the trailer for the interview, and then we'll talk about what this lawyer was saying about what the trailer shows. So here we go.
Hello.
Prayers are very real.
Well, you're the one that knows what really happened.
Yeah.
That morning I woke up and I had said a prayer. There's something that's not for me. Show me that. And that night it was like destruction. You know, you have to be prepared for what you ask for.
There's a video that's out there, and the video shows this, and it shows that.
I'm positive there was a video. There had to have been one. How you're in LA, you're in Hollywood. When it comes to a point where alcohol takes over and you become a different person, it's time to let that shit go. Everybody's lives that night changed.
Is that night the night that you actually found out about the betrayal?
So yeah, it did end up coming out that night that she had been betraying me. Believe it or not, that was my last time ever seeing her.
Why did you lie about your lipo? Fucking your best friend, man, is crazy. You the type, though.
So yeah, you ever heard of that podcast?
Shots fired.
Yeah.
I haven't. But I'm interested.
Before we get into it, I wanted to say appreciate you, LaShonda, for the blessings for Tyson. Yeah, he's super good. So appreciate you. But yeah, man. So she got some stuff to say, and that was super dramatic, right? The way they had set that up,
wasn't it? Drew me in.
Man. So, but I want to talk about oh dang, I messed up, but we good. I want to talk about what this lawyer, her name is Natalie something, but what she was saying about it on hey, let me know, man. Are y'all calling it Twitter still like me, or y'all switched over to X?
It's X, man. But it's all right.
X? It's X. The only X I really rock with, though, you already know who that is, bro.
Pimping your ride, man. Exhibit.
Malcolm, man. So So all right, so here we go. So Natalie Whittingham, I think Burrell, said this girl testified under oath that she didn't remember anything. I hope Kelsey Nicole's lawyers have a strong drink ready because she's about to implicate herself in perjury. So she goes on to say immunity doesn't extend to perjury, FYI. So what I need for you all to understand is that in criminal, anything you say can be used against you. Kelsey is on thin ice. She gave a statement to the police where she said Tori shot Meg. Then she got on the stand and said she didn't remember. Now all of a sudden her memory has returned to the extent that she can give a podcast interview. She is incriminating herself. The interview would show the memory loss is feigned / perjury. So
I
that's
don't know.
interesting.
It's deep. It's deep.
I'd have to see.
Oh, that's deep. What's the legality on that?
So what she's saying is true. I mean, if they could use her podcast statements, which they can, and if it proves that what she said at the time that she testified was not true, then that would 100% be perjury. Because you put your hand up, they say, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth? And you say, yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? And then everything you say has to be true. So if it's not true, then
that's
they can
perjury.
come after you for perjury. And people go to jail for perjury. I mean, you're not gonna get 20 years, but yeah, like you can get a year, you can get 2, you can get some time for perjury.
Kim went to jail for perjury.
Let me know. Do y'all think that what she said is contradicting her testimony? If she testified she didn't remember, what do y'all think there?
I mean, she said, I don't know. I didn't watch the full interview. I guess I would have to watch that. But from that clip, I didn't see anything that was perjury. She said, you know what I'm saying? It got to be a video what happened. We in Hollywood. How is it not? All right. And then she said she made a prayer. And, you know, for anything that's not for her, reveal it. She said, and the night was chaos. She didn't go into details of the night. She didn't, I mean, obviously you could look at video footage and see that it was chaos and just look at the, you know, history and see what happened. But, you know, I don't know if it was necessarily perjury. Was it crazy to get up here and search for clout off of something that could land your ass in jail? Absolutely.
Maybe she just wanted to be seen since she lost weight.
And you know what? You gonna check this BBL out, or you gonna see this good weight loss, or whatever the fuck is going on with Shorty. I don't know. I don't know either. I ain't never really paid attention to Shorty like that, where it's just like I'm at, you know what I'm saying, her figure and seeing what's really going on. I don't know. Keep it bando with you. But what I do know is shut the fuck up, and you'll be safe.
So that's the thing right there, man. You ain't gotta talk. Anytime you're talking about something that just happened 3 or 4 years ago, statute of limitations hasn't ran yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Juicy
you don't need to say nothing. You don't need to say Nathaniel. My man is still out here. Facts. My man is still out here trying to say that he wants to get a new trial because, you know, he feels like he can prove that this girl was the shooter.
And at this point, it keeps different stories keep popping up. But you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, podcasts, you know, is not the court of law. And
but I would hope that her attorney sat her down and was like, yo, you can never say XYZ 1, 2, 3, but you know what I'm saying? Feel free to go on here and have a conversation. But a 2-hour talk with a girl that nobody even knows, like what else are we talking about besides
that's
that?
That's
Kelsey,
crazy.
right? Like she was the personal assistant. So she ain't got no, unless that was that her track at the end or that's somebody else? I wasn't familiar with that track.
That sounded like that was Nicki Minaj, bro. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
Okay, like they
did have a beef. I wasn't picking it up.
That's definitely Miss Minaj, and she went crazy on
that would have been a more interesting spin if she came out like with her own track.
It would be.
But yeah, now that you say that was a Nicki flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
come on,
Terrence
man.
Howard.
Come on, man.
You got an impression? Go ahead.
I love T. Howard.
We're gonna let you rock.
I love T. Howard, man. All the man. They suing, man.
It's some stuff that don't add up. It's some stuff that don't add up for me, man. He was just on TV the other day. Breakfast Club or somewhere, and he said that for the movie Crash, he made like 6 G's or something like that. And then for Hustle and Flow,
they didn't even pay me, man.
And then he said on Hustle and Flow, he only got paid like the same amount, 5 G's, 3 G's, and he said it was so greasy. He said it was so greasy that to not pay him for rapping on the tracks, they gave the credit to the character.
Hey, dog, listen. First off, John Singleton ain't never back-ended nobody like that. So like that's wrong. All right, just number one. We're not gonna do the memory of John Singleton like
John
that.
Singleton, I ain't never seen the movie. Is that a John Singleton joint?
Yeah, bro. But I mean, it was a great film. It's classic.
Produced by John Singleton.
Yeah, it's a John Singleton film.
I seen little bits and pieces, but I ain't never seen Hustle and Flow like that.
Hey, first off, it was dope. It was iconic. Number one. But look, yeah, he's the math ain't mathing for T. Howard, bruh.
But look, so then you got that. So between those two, so for those two movies, he made like 10 racks, which is crazy, right? And he did because he was already on. He was already famous. It wasn't like he was just trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? So why he agreed to that?
He did the best man. He did the best man, and in the best man, they only gave him a shrimp tower. That was all he got.
Hey,
that was all. That was the whole. That's what they paid him.
So like think about it. When James Earl Jones made the bad deal, you know the James Earl Jones deal for Star Wars?
Yeah, but that was different in the 70s too.
But look, they offered him, but it was a brand new franchise, so it wasn't like he turned down you know what I'm saying, after part 4.
Yeah, after it boomed up. You're right. This is the first one in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
So they came to him. Yeah, they came. So just so if you don't know, they came to James Earl Jones like, look, the budget's kind of funny. We could either give you 7 G's or we could give you like points on the movie, so you'll make money off of this forever. So he like, I don't really know.
Give me the 7.
He like, give me my 7 because I don't know if this movie really gonna do.
Because I'm a real black man. I take the 7 stacks. So he's just like a black man. You want cash 7 G? Return later.
Yeah. So he took a bad deal.
Definitely.
We know in hindsight. You know what I'm saying? But he got 7,000 back in the 70s. So Terrence Howard saying he got less than that for each of those movies now. Or basically in the last 10 or 15 years ago.
Wait. They had to re-up James Earl Jones because Darth Vader, the voice didn't change.
I don't know how that worked, man. I don't know. That part I'm not sure.
That later. But anyway.
That might be AI. That might be AI. I don't know.
Terrence Howard is too smart to make dumb decisions like this. I'm sorry.
But okay. But then he was playing in the Marvel series and got replaced by what's my man from Hotel Rwanda?
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Because he wanted too much money, man.
Character up. Hey, usually when they switch characters, they try to find somebody that kind of look like you.
They did reverse on
Viv. They just switched it up.
They did reverse on Viv.
Because he came at them about the bread. So he came at them like, I need more bread. He said, I need to make the same money that Robert Downey Jr. is making to play Iron Man.
And you know when he gets serious, one of them eyes start looking different.
So it's like, all right, cool. You want to make what Robert Downey make? Hey, done. Never heard from him again.
Hey,
nobody even remembers that. Nobody even remembers he was in the movie, bro.
Nobody does.
I think they imposed Don into the old ones.
They didn't scrub him from the first one, but like nobody remembers he was in the movie at all. And as a matter of fact, they made the character bigger and embellished it without him.
Yeah. So he ain't made no bread yet, but
none.
Now the IRS says that he owed him over $1 million for taxes, dog.
Right.
That Where was he made Empire. The money at?
Empire.
Where he made the money at, dog?
That was Empire, Chief. Lucius Lyon owes that money, not Terrence Howard.
Bruh. So they said between 2010 and 2019, he actually owed $578,000 in income taxes. All right. But then with the penalties, the fees, the interest and all that, now there's an order for him to pay $903,000. They almost doubled up on him on the interest and the penalties.
Hey, he better learn from Donald Trump and come out with some shoes. The T. Howard ones.
But guess what he said? He said that this is what he said, and it wasn't even in a formal document. No. He never responded. So he's another one who never responded to the lawsuit. Remember what I said? You don't respond and you get that default judgment. You got to pay what they say. They say How much you say he owe you? 1.5.
Run it.
That's it. You would have said 7 million. I would have gave you 7 million, but you said 1.5. It's a wrap, right? But this is what he said. He called. I don't even know who he called. Was it the court? Was it an attorney? But he left a voicemail, bruh. He left a voicemail.
Do we have it?
No, I got the quote, so I got to read it to you.
Oh yeah, you got to say, what is it?
400 years. Please hold it together till I finish.
Please, 400 years.
400 years of forced labor and never receiving any compensation for it. Now you have the gall to try and prosecute and charge taxes to the descendants of a broken people that you are responsible for causing the breakage. Ali.
Is that it?
No. It's not.
I'm holding it together, dog. Go ahead, finish.
But we can take a break real quick.
No, finish. No. 400 years.
LaShonda, you know how when you leaving a real long voicemail, it hangs up.
400 years.
So the voicemail, the call disconnected. He called back and continued his voicemail. You can't make it up,
yo. He an old
truth,
angry black man. Go ahead.
Hold on. In truth, the entire United States should, by default, become the property of the descendants of slaves. But since you do not have the ability or the courage to do it, let's try this in court. We're going to bring you down. And then he never responded.
I just needed to get that off my chest, man.
Hey. Hey. Beep. Hey, now you got a whole different beep. What the beep? They charge. I got to pay how beep. What the beep? Man.
Yo, did Terrence Howard get on a Black Power monologue on the court's phone and blame his taxes on slavery?
Bruh.
While I'm not mad at his disposition, I am shocked.
I agree with you, Terrence. Hey,
I do
rub me my bread. Rub me the bread. Hey, they owe you more than that, Terrence.
Hey, keep it a bando. They owe you more than what you owe them. So, like, yeah.
Hey, if the interest and penalties from 2010 to present is 500,000, how much is the interest and penalties going back to the 1700s, 1600s, whenever you first got here, right?
Hey, I would love to see his math on that. I would love to see his math. They owe you way more. Absolutely. Even at 100,000 a clip, like, just come on. Let's just.
Yeah. Which reminds me of another story regarding reparations, right? So just to kind of switch gears just a little bit, but there is a Maryland senator. Her name is Jill Carter from Baltimore City. So if you don't know, Baltimore's got the city and they got the county, and the city is rough.
Yeah.
And the county's kind of rough too, but the city is all black, basically.
The city's very real.
But she sponsored the Maryland Reparations Act of 2024, saying that a certain amount of the tax revenue should be put into an account to pay reparations. So that other places besides California is jumping on the reparations train. So per the law, the money would serve the low income individuals in disproportionately impacted areas, which is everywhere in Baltimore City. So
right.
Everybody getting checked.
Everybody getting money for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but just to show y'all Jill, because Jill is when I hear Jill, I don't necessarily think that Jill Carter would look like this, but I mean it doesn't surprise me. But this is our sister Jill Carter who's saying raise the taxes, man. We don't care about no taxes. Give us the bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't think about Jill without a Scott behind it, but let's go.
That's true. Hey, we need to get Jill Scott on here, man. So Jill Scott was like my original like crush. Straight up. I seen her at a concert one time. I was like, so not trying to be disrespectful to her, but so like she's kind of like brought out originally like by the Roots. She wrote You Got Me.
Definitely.
The chorus
definitely
You Got Me. I do saying, if you worry about where I've been, who I saw, my homie, baby, you know that you got me. She wrote that, but they put Badu on the track because she was a bigger artist and they ended up being smart. Right. They won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? So they won a Grammy for that. And then Jill Scott's solo album came out. Still nobody knew anything about her, but she came out and she sang that in concert. She was with the Roots, she sang in the concert, she killed it. But because she was with the Roots, I associated her with this song the Roots used to have called "Essay Woman." So it was just like a scat track they would do at concerts, and it kind of put you like in a little bit of a go-go kind of mood, and you know what I'm saying, Black Thought on rap, Malik B. But it was live, but it was on the CD. And at one point it got real quiet, and the girl said, Tariq, I want your body. Right? So I was at the Jill Scott concert in a super small venue. It was about to my office, dog.
So you yelled that shit out.
You know what I'm saying? Down at the Georgia Freight Depot, and I'm in the front row. Like, I got there early. You couldn't be no closer to the stage than where I'm at. And when it got quiet like that, I was like, Jill, I want your body. And she blushed. I thought I was in there. Security hated on the bros. But I had my cell phone out. She was like blushing, smiling. I mean, I've been crushing on Jill Scott at this point, probably like 5 to 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
reached out to hand her my cell. Security's over on the side, hating, flashing the flashlight at me, like, what you doing? Like,
yeah,
what I'm doing, trying to get on. But anyway, that's Jill. She's fighting for the reparations, and we stayed here way too long. So, LaShonda, don't egg us on for real. You gassing. But yo, I guess it wasn't good times for the Amos kids, man, because it sounded like something funny going on over there, man. If he treated them like anything like he treated JJ and them, I can see why they might be a little salty.
Yeah, Michael was hot.
Yeah. But the police are investigating because his daughter, who's standing next to him, her name's Shannon, is alleging that her brother standing next to her, KC, is not providing proper care for their father. So, you know, the police are out there in LA. LAPD is investigating it. They got the Protective Services Agency investigating it. And, you know, they got bad blood between the siblings. So it could just be a family, you know, situation. But, hey, man.
Like you said, man, it's definitely not good times in the Amos household.
Hey, if he still had that foot, he probably would have been left. You know, Kunta lost that foot. That's my man, though, man. Johnny,
it's too close out of February for that, Josh. Not yet.
Hey, but real spill, like, that's America's first real black TV dad right there.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So the Jeffersons came out first, but Lionel was already grown when the show came on. So like raising kids.
I don't know which one came out first, honestly. I don't know if Good Times came out first or the Jeffersons.
Good Times is a spinoff. Well, all right, so Good Times is a spinoff of Maude, which is a spinoff of All in the Family, just like the Jeffersons.
Right.
All of those. So Good Times is the last one.
Okay.
So yeah,
those. Damn, that's crazy.
So it came out because I think that
I know the same producer did All in the Family. Definitely did the Jeffersons.
Because all those shows was in New York. They was like on Long Island or something like that, right? And then Jeffersons was in the city. The Jeffersons was in the city.
Good Times was based in Chicago.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. So all those other shows was based in New York. Whether it was Long Island,
absolutely.
Queens.
Yeah, it's New York. Yeah. Overall.
So not at the exact same time, but like within a few years of each other, they were successful. They had the same creator, and they were just spinning off shows.
They did have the same creator.
Florida,
for sure.
Somehow Florida was doing like housekeeping on. I want to say she was on Maude. Which show was Florida Evans on? Florida Evans.
Yeah, they would have had to be Maude because she wasn't on the Jeffersons. Yeah. For sure.
No. I was trying to remember if it was the Jeffersons.
No, it wasn't the Jeffersons. It had to be Maude.
I was trying to remember if it was Maude or All in the Family. But it was definitely Maude. So
yeah, for sure.
She was playing, of course, a maid. So I got the picture. I just want you to see. This is
Archie Bunker wasn't gonna have a black woman in his house. That wasn't never gonna happen. That is the maid.
To clean it could happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so So yeah, so this is Florida Evans right here. When she was coming on to Maud. That's B. Arthur. God bless both of them.
Yeah.
God bless our Bahamian sister, Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Esther Roll, excuse me. And yeah, man. So he was the first like real TV dad raising kids on TV. Black.
He
was.
You
know what I'm saying? It might have been a movie. I don't know if Cornbread Earl and Me or something like that came out first. I don't think so. But like on a week-to-week basis, that was like your first time seeing a black dad on TV, and he was holding the family down. They ain't never have no good times. But he was holding that family
down. Look, and George Jefferson was the first black businessman that you seen on TV.
Yep.
First black millionaire on TV.
Yeah,
for real.
But you know that the dude, the Eric Monty that wrote Cooley High, created Good Times and got it stolen by the dude. I forget his name. He just died, but the dude that created all these
Damn, that's crazy.
He ended up being like homeless, addicted to like crack. It was like real sad. It's on YouTube, but he actually is the real creator of Good Times and Cooley High. Still mad at what they did to my man Cochise, but yeah, so yeah, man. So hopefully this family could get it together, man.
Yeah, man.
The best thing for John Amos, because John Amos is that dude.
He was, for sure.
And he came back and was Nia Long, Daddy, on the Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Iconic as fuck.
He should have got a paternity test for that one. There's no way he could have been related to Nia Long.
It's TV, man.
Moving on, man. Moving on. So, you know these people.
Europe.
So they got drama, man, over the child support, man.
Hey, that's a real thing. It's very regular. I can see it.
I hate to see it, but this Hollywood divorce. So that's what you expect to see in the segment right here. Yeah. So basically, they started the whole child support, time sharing, and all that stuff last year. And Black China and her legal team have filed some, motions to force Tyga to release his financial disclosures, because in order for them to determine how much child support will be paid, they need to know like the income, assets, and all of that from both sides.
For sure.
So if they can't get that information, then they can't really make an accurate determination of that. So they're also asking for sanctions for not, doing what the court said. Okay. Ali, tell us who these people are.
Tyga and Black China. Basically, the couple that is best known for siphoning money from the Kardashians. Both of them was with a Kardashian at the same time. Both of them
had a baby with a Kardashian. So I can tell you, Black China, I think, is from DC, but she became famous through the Drake In Love with a Stripper.
Yeah, IG model, and you know what I'm saying, basically was stripping at a point. But but then was on reality TV for sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, she basically got most well known for being on the Kardashian show, and she was with Rob Kardashian and has a child with Rob Kardashian. And Tyga has a baby with Black China, and also with, if I'm not mistaken, Kylie Jenner.
One of the Jenner.
Yeah, one of the Jenner girls. Right. But and he's also he's a rapper from Compton, does his thing. Yeah,
he's Southside.
He's outside. Tyga comes out with a hit every year, man. Like
Southside
never fails.
Keefy D. No, Keefy D.
Oh, no.
Southside.
Nah. Nah. I thought you said, is he outside? Bruh, nobody's worried about Keefy D up here.
No, I'm saying, is he Southside? Keefy D is inside.
Nah.
So anyway, so Black China was dancing at KOD, King of Diamonds, when it was a thing, and Drake fell in love with her and all that. So now they're beefing over child support. They both got really on because of the Kardashians. I thought Tyga had King most of the time. He might, but either way, he got her.
These are good questions.
Hey, based on what I see in this photo, that looks like it might be true.
It sounds relevant. And honestly, what's really funny is that Black China was on some like, you know what? I personally don't have any money, but her corporation, which is now, you know what I'm saying, a multi-million-dollar corporation, as well as like what she receives from the Kardashians, is probably a good stipend. So I don't really see him having to pay too much, but that financial disclosure is a must.
And not to be disrespectful, because in the world we live in today, she said that she's not Black China. She went back to her government name, Angela. She took out her BBL. She took out her fillers and all her breast implants. So she's back 100% natural, I think, is what she's saying, which I think is positive for the girls to see that you can do that.
Good for her. Cool. Good for her.
So that's a good point. If he does have King most of the time, that doesn't necessarily mean he won't have to pay, but it would significantly reduce the amount if he did have to pay because of the fact that he has the baby so much. So that's a good point. And hopefully they can work it out, if for no other reason but for King. So money talks. This was a nice story, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. So I was happy to see what happened here. So this brother right here is named Justin Mashouf. And he found out that they were raising money to help civilians in Gaza. So whatever you think is going on in Palestine or Israel, that's your thing, right? She's back regular. She's been that way for a while now. So yeah. But when he found out what was going on, he took all of his pay, and he makes 13 cents an hour in prison, which should be criminal in itself as a janitor. And he gave all 17 of his dollars, his earthly dollars, to the people who are in Gaza and injured. This became public information some kind of way, and they started a GoFundMe that raised over $100,000 for this man. I think that's fantastic.
I think it's glorious, bro. His books that's paid up. That's great, man. That's great.
Yeah, that's what GoFundMe should be for. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
If you don't have life insurance, get life insurance so your family don't got to use the GoFundMe for that.
That's dope.
And if you have any other situations, like, take care of those things. But yeah, this is cool, man. I like that. So why is he in prison? I don't know if they tell us in the article that I read why he's in prison. He was convicted of 1 count of second-degree murder in 1986 and sentenced to 15 years to life. He pleaded guilty to the murder when he was a teenager. So 1986, that's 38 years. So he got 15 to life. It looks like it's going to be closer to the life side. He's 56 right now. Oh, he's set to be paroled.
He's already done 20 years.
Then he get out, and now he's gonna have 100 G's.
This is lit for him. This is lit for him.
Oh man, Gil,
you
ain't never lied.
That's lit amazing for him, bro. That is
lit.
He about to have a whole second life.
You think he had like a marketing strategy?
It's
I'm gonna get my $17 away.
Brilliant. And they gonna give
because I know I'm gonna get it back
$100,000.
Hold on, man. 100,000 divided by 17. Hold on, I got to use my other calculator.
Yo,
that doesn't
what
sound
you looking
like
for?
right.
The profit margin? You looking for the upsell
divided
percentage?
by $17. Yeah, that's like 5,800x. Everybody talking about 10x.
58.
That's 58. That's 5,900x. 5,882x, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. The return is ridiculous. I love it. Yo,
now that's speaking right there. Hey, what's the meme?
Come on, King. You using your head, brother.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm glad he's gonna get out.
I'm not mad at him for that.
Yeah. So he pleaded guilty. Yeah, he pleaded guilty to a murder in 1986, right?
Man.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that now he's Justin Mashouf is Muslim, and he was not when he went in. So I'm gonna say that he went in here and he transformed his life, man. And I'm happy that even though it's been 40 years, he's gonna get an opportunity to live on the outside as a civilian. Man,
I don't think he's gonna be donating the 100,000 though.
No, he's not donating nothing. So who? Oh, maybe 10%, right? That's what they say, 10%.
He already gave more than that. He gave 100% and Allah returned him. It turns favor. Look, now he's up out of there.
Hey, man. So smart brother.
At this rate, he definitely need a job with Morgan Stanley.
Hey, at this rate, holler at me when you get out, Justin. You know what I'm saying?
You got some tips, dog. We taking them.
Not even that. Hey, we got somewhere. He don't need a job. He don't need a job this year.
No, he don't. He's solid.
Yeah, he good. So next year, if you run out of bread, man, come holler at Dope Black Lawyer, man. We gonna
buy Bitcoin, brother.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Walaikum salam, King. Indeed, that's dope.
And I think I'm assuming he was not a Muslim when he went in. So he's gonna have his first. He gonna have his first bean pie as a Muslim.
Out on bean pies.
Maybe he had it before, but he gonna have his first Muslim bean pie outside because I know they're not making. They make a lot in prison. They're not making bean pie.
Nah, not a good one.
So we up, man. We up to scammers and scumbags. And I'm just gonna let the video play. I want y'all to see what happens here, and we're gonna talk about it. Can't believe he would do this sister like this, but you know. Hair look real nice, right?
Yeah. You put a
nice.
Need to put a scarf on right quick. Tie that down. My God.
Excuse me.
Oh, he got right up on.
Man. Why you do her like that, man? Look, man. If you can't afford to get your hair done,
don't go.
Stay home.
Bruh, you got dreads. Ain't always supposed to look clean.
Can't believe he would do that, man. I don't even know if that's real. It's so much fake content, but that ain't the way to do it. Hopefully she
It looked real because it wasn't that interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's real. Yeah, if y'all making content like that, y'all suck. But
y'all shit is trash.
Yeah, like staging a thing and it looked like that. Anyway.
It's crazy.
Hopefully she got her bread though.
Yeah, for sure.
So, got a slow week on the scammers and the scumbags, but
right. Patrol the police. What time they patrol the police?
But it remind me though of when on a Bronx Tale when Sonny told Calogero, he was like, you get that guy out your life for $20. Calogero was chasing the guy down the street, talking about, he owed me 20. You got off cheap. He owed you $20 for a month, and now he's avoiding you. That means he's not going to hit you for the 2,000.
He's out your life forever.
You know what I'm saying? He gone. And that's what I see here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never got to worry about doing this dude hair no more. He got you for the 200 probably. Was it what it cost for something like that? 200, 300?
Yeah.
Max, right?
Probably. Yeah. 300 max.
Yeah, so hopefully now you also learn you got to have a better system in place for blocking the door. Yeah, you got to block the door. You got to have
it's called a deposit.
Yeah, you definitely got to have a deposit, but there's so many scammers I see online. So I paid a deposit to the hairstylist and they ain't never showed up. They ain't never do my hair. But you got to do something.
It works both ways, though. It works both ways.
Yep.
They got hairstylists scamming and they got dudes scamming. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah, whatever the case is, before you get out the chair, like you gotta be like, we got Apple Pay. Like you got to pay me something. You got to have security. You got to do something. Yeah, we love a Bronx Tale too. I think you could tell that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man. He got out. I think he turned his life around too.
He did.
Big Calogero, yeah.
My man, he thought he was definitely a mobster for a long time. He was method acting. My man couldn't get away from it. Him and like Omar Gooding, method actors to the T. I don't know why Omar caught it straight right now, but damn.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely got to get them systems in place, bro.
Indeed. Man.
So this story was brought back to my attention by Jessie Holly. She watches a lot, and she sent a DM asking about the story about this dude called the White Panther. So basically, about a year ago, I think we talked about it when we first started the show. He sued Howard University, HBCU. He was attending the law school on a scholarship, and he sued them for discrimination and a whole bunch of crazy charges. So not charges, claims. And
he reminds me of old girl that was over the NAACP.
I did this wrong. So don't worry.
Rachel Dolezal.
This is not Patrol the Police. And I don't know if that's really him. I just thought that was a funny picture.
Oh, but basically Rachel Dolezal did that shit.
Yeah, but basically, the guy's name is Michael Newman. And Michael Newman said that he was expelled for discrimination at Howard.
He
says that okay. He said there was defamation claims, which would mean that they said false things about him that would, portray him in a negative light and impact his reputation,
right?
Possibly his ability to earn money, etc. He said that there was also a breach of contract, and a lot of the claims were dismissed, but those claims are the ones that are going to get to move forward. So back last year in January, he said that he was subjected to racist abuse and wrongfully expelled from school after clashing repeatedly with classmates and administrators, often over his comments they deemed inflammatory or insensitive. So what happens in law school is usually you'll be in a class with like 100 people, and like 4 of them will be black. But I'm imagining that if you go to Howard, you're in a class with like 100 people, and you might just be Michael Newman.
At least,
I don't really
right. It might at least 80 of them is black. You can damn near guarantee that.
So in the traditional non-HBCU law school setting, you're talking about all of these cases, and almost all the case law, no matter whether it's property, they got cases talking about slaves, whether it's criminal cases, whatever it is, a lot of the cases that happen in America have some type of element of race attached to them. So like when things really, really bad happen, like there's some type of like something that got overturned because they overreached in a criminal thing where they searched someone that they weren't supposed to. There's an overwhelming amount of these things that have like a racial under or overtone.
Right.
And a lot of times because you're in this class, you got like the couple of black kids who's trying to, make that point about what it's like being black in America and bringing that other side. But I imagine that what happened was, and then you'll have the white people who feel very comfortable, like just going off like, well, you know how it is in the hood, man, they doing this and all of that. And they just going off saying whatever they believe. Well, the issue is, it sounds like that in a setting where he was a minority, he was still making majority type of commentary, and people didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Well, all they got to do is just get off the food stamps and get a job like we. My family came here in 1946 from wherever, Poland, and we were able to, use the system to elevate our lives. Well, those things that you use to elevate yourself, sir, were because of slavery, and you benefited from it right away, and we still waiting. So, we shouldn't be waiting. We should just be taking things to our own hand at this point, because they're not going to give us nothing. But basically, that's what in my mind I'm imagining was happening. Like he's in there like making these types of points, and people want to probably beat him up. So they said that administrators warned him that his posts were disruptive and in violation of like the listserv rules. And a listserv is just like an email thread or like like where everybody can comment on each other's comments. It's something that's kind of big in legal circles. I don't know, maybe other places too. So they say it led to a 2-year series of discrimination complaints and administrative charges brought by and against Newman, with the university ultimately recommending expulsion for violation of the student code of conduct. And he said that they called him White Panther, which to me is just funny.
That's crazy. It's
He's trying to make
hilarious.
it, he was harassed so bad, right? But anyway, his lawsuit's going to get to continue. And the most interesting thing is that he is representing himself. And there is a quote known amongst lawyers. He's not a lawyer because he got kicked out of school, so I'm pretty sure he's not a lawyer.
So he didn't even pass the bar nor finish school.
So, but you can always represent yourself pro se, right?
Yeah.
There's a saying that he who has himself for a lawyer has a fool as a lawyer. Like, it's very hard to detach the emotion from something that you're going through. So even if you're the best criminal defense lawyer in your town, it would be
probably shouldn't be represented.
Hire the second best. If you're the best, hire the second best, because you're not looking at it the same, in an unbiased way, in a clean way. Yes, he is a clown. I agree.
The White Panther.
Yeah, man. So the White Panther, man, he's still out here suing. And it's crazy because these white people was at Howard. They broke into the other building, ringing the bell, stealing the stuff. It's like, let the HBCU be. You know what I'm saying?
Can't. It's too easy.
But
that's crazy.
But what he said on I don't remember which person said it on Higher Learning, but it was like, they hate us because they ain't us.
Might have been Buster.
Who said that?
It was either Cube or it was Buster, but it was one of them for sure.
Oh man, maybe.
Shout out to John Singleton. Second John Singleton reference.
Hey man, John Singleton did his thing, man.
Hey man, Baldwin Hills native, man. My neighbor.
Hey man. All right, man. Now, if you're gonna be talking that Baldwin Hills talk, we gotta move on.
John Singleton, let's go.
Shout out to the Hills. Funny.
She was hot.
Funny.
Yo, she was hot.
Dave Skylark. Hold up. I don't know who that is. That don't happen too much.
Don't happen too much.
Dave Skylark is from the movie called The Interview. One of the main protagonists in the 2014 movie The Interview. He was played by James Franco, who also played Oscar Diggs in Oz, the Great and Powerful. I always get John Franco mixed up with John Leguizamo, but John Leguizamo was the one that faked Puerto Rican for the last 30 years.
That's really hella funny to get John Franco mixed up with John Leguizamo when one is white and the other one's obviously Puerto Rican. But
which one is Puerto Rican?
Definitely Leguizamo.
He's not. He faked it. His dad outed him.
Oh shit.
Hey, he Colombian, dog.
All right. One of them's obviously Spanish. The other one's not.
Hey,
he Colombian.
He was out here.
Oh yeah, he was out here faking the funk for the Puerto Ricans.
Hispanic, man. He faked it, dog. But Fonnie Willis, man, so we've been talking about it. So it's still going on. It's crazy because the case is about Donald Trump and the co-conspirators who they're saying assisted him with trying to steal the election from Georgia. So the 2020 election in Georgia. Right. So he ran against Joe Biden, current president. He's so forgettable.
It's so forgettable.
But I'd be like, dang, oh yeah, he is. Compared to the other guy, Trump was doing something crazy every day. So like he
was entertaining
every day. So but I'd be like, oh yeah, dang.
Biden at least he was entertaining. I don't know. Kamala's the president to me. Like I be
forgetting about her too. But
I'll take her over him.
But basically, one of the defendants with Trump found out, I don't know how, on some underground network, they found out that Fonnie Willis, who was the elected district attorney in Atlanta, had a romantic relationship with the man who she named to be the special prosecutor over this case. And throughout that time, and they're not dating anymore, they dated at some point. But up to now, they said that he's been paid $636,000 as the special prosecutor, and some of the funds that he made, they're saying that he spent back on her. So basically, you could look at it like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you $600. Give me back
go on vacation."
No, give me back 150. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
see that. We hear about that.
We hear it all the time. You know how it goes. Yeah. It's some real black shit to do, but
they're trying to allude to like there being something like that. So she's saying, nah, like when we went on vacation, he paid. I always paid him back. So like, it's a lot of stuff going on, but it's just going on. So now
it's all semantics, man. It's all semantics, and it's only happening because she's a black woman. That's it.
Yeah. So the hearings are still going on, and it's like they've been talking about this though for more than they had been talking about the trial. So they're trying to get her disqualified. I'm not sure what that's going to do for them. Some lady testified. She's a lawyer. Her name's Ashley Merchant, and she testified about how the grand jury was formed, how they got evidence, how they were billing for his time. So they're basically, she's painting a picture, trying to make it seem like something funny is going on, but you know, it's all going to come out. And I don't think that Fonny's going to be removed as the DA, or not be removed as the DA. I don't think the case is going to be removed from her office because it's not about her being removed. It's about whether or not they're going to move the case to a different county, you know. And I don't think that's going to happen. So, but we're gonna keep watching and see what happens. Man, so I did this backwards, but this judge was insulted by this lawyer, and he ended up getting fired. So let's check this clip out real quick, and we'll talk about it in a little bit.
This letter sent from Houston attorney Ben Adderholt to immigration judge Erica Hughes begins by addressing the judge by her first name and immediately asks, quote, "Who do you think you are?"
Calling me Erica as if we are friends or if he knows me started off just going in the wrong direction. The letter. So
that's crazy to write a letter to a sitting judge that says, "Dear Erica." Nobody does that. You always are like giving the judge the most deference. Your Honor, yes, Judge Hughes. You know what I'm saying? The Honorable. Like that's just how you address a judge. Like now, if it's the homie and you're at the bar, then it's like, "What's up, Erica? Like what you want to drink?" You know what I'm saying? But like to send a formal letter on your law firm's letterhead, "Dear Erica," and the first sentence after that is, "Who do you think you are?"
You wild for that.
You black. You know what? Sorry. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that out there.
It progresses and gets progressively worse.
In fact, the line in the letter Adderholt wrote that stings most for Judge Hughes is this, quote, "Political animals who treat our judiciary as political game."
So political animals who treat our judiciary as political games. So I don't even know if that qualifies as a dog whistle. He just came out there like you an animal.
Yeah, straight shot.
Using the judiciary to play. So yeah, so like all right, hold on.
The animals part stands out to me that an individual in 2024 would show such disdain for an individual they've never met.
The letter was written on Adderholt's company letterhead. Law firm Coates Rose tells me Adderholt, quote, "practiced poor judgment, and he has now been terminated." Judge Hughes, a military veteran, believes lawsuits filed against several black female judicial candidates in this election created an atmosphere for people to send the candidates such letters.
Yeah, so people out here is threatened, man.
Yeah, for sure.
People out here is threatened by this, these black women running for office, becoming
it's
empowered.
Obviously a trend. It's obviously a trend.
Yeah. So,
and what state is this again?
This is Houston, Texas.
Yeah, it's a trend in Republican states. Yeah. Where we are seeing these, you know what I'm saying, people come up out their body and start saying lucid comments to black women of stature, you know, who are in place to make a difference. So they're just not happy about it, man. You know?
Yeah. So they're like challenging them. They've accused her of forging 102 names on a ballot. Obviously not true. You know,
yeah, that's crazy.
So they just feel like they're losing their power, and that's why they're willing to go so far to keep things not even the same, but to actually make things worse than they've ever probably been in
for
our
sure.
lifetime. Some of
Definitely
the stuff
looking for a reversion. They don't want any type of progression going forward. So no. The only way to stop it is to muck it all up and make it look as bad as possible.
Yeah, but the law firm was like, oh nah, he's fired. They was like, we don't get down like that. He put that on our letterhead, like that's not what we do. But the crazy thing is, when you go to the website, like
that's the trend, and it's the good old boys on there. So it's like, yeah, he's fired, but we still gonna operate that same way. Like, so
hey,
we gonna keep the same energy.
He ain't here no more.
Right.
We don't know what you're talking about. I think they took him. Oh no, he's still on this one. This is not their website, but like people want to get away from you, start doing silly stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
So what an idiot, man. Sorry, I hate to see that for our black women, black people in general, but especially our black women who are out here doing things in the top, really 1% of the world, like to be a judge in America. Like you doing something. And she was elected. She was elected initially to the judiciary before being appointed to the immigration court. So she's really on somebody's like list for doing something. So I'm glad that they did that. Unfortunately, another thing that I saw, this dude started practicing law in 1968. So 1968 was how many years ago? Like that was what, 56 years ago?
Fucking time.
Yeah. 56 years. So he like, this is my last job anyway. He probably was trying to get fired.
Bro, it's his last go around. At that point, he's been doing this. I mean, if he's been working there for 56 years and he had to be, 20 when he started? Let's go ahead and do the math.
Probably
my man is at least 70 years old, you know what I'm saying? And for him to get fired, I didn't see no young fellas on that roster. So, they can one of their homies, and he took the L for the team to get the political point across. He's looking at her, honestly, like, I've been doing this since before you were born. So who the fuck do you think you are? And to him, but it's a new day, brother.
Yeah, man. So we right on time, man. So we're gonna go straight to the What to Florida, man. So What to Florida this week is a little bit
It's my favorite section.
Some that we talked about before. Everybody has heard of the Woke Act. So this guy, Ron DeSantis, is our loser governor. He lost the Republican nomination. He was running for president as a Republican. He got like waxed and got out of the race. So now he's back till the end of his term to terrorize the state of Florida. But last year they passed this legislation. And basically the legislation says that any program or activity that classifies individuals on the basis of race, color, sex, national origin, gender identity, or sexual orientation, and promotes differential or preferential treatment of individuals on the basis of such classification is not legal in Florida. So the University of Florida announced last week that it was eliminating all positions related to diversity, equity, and inclusion following this law. So 13 full-time positions were eliminated, as well as 15 administrative appointments. And the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion has been closed. So the cool thing is the students on campus, that's the best thing about college, is that they're active, right? So they came out and they made a statement. It is with dismay that we address the recent decision enforced by the Board of Governors. As of Friday, the university has closed the Office of Chief Diversity Officer and terminated all DEI positions. This decision is jarring, as many other universities have looked toward increasing DEI on campus, fostering a more supportive and inclusive environment for students. It leaves many students feeling lost and takes a piece of home from the swamp. So the swamp is what they call the University of Florida,
right?
The field, all of that. Especially those like us coming from minority communities. This decision will bring in about many abhorrent changes. However, our community must come together to push forward growth, resilience, and reinvigorated commitment to the principles of diversity, equity, and inclusion. In the face of these changes, we, as an all-women, minority-led ticket, are more determined than ever to raise the voices of the underrepresented groups and champion initiatives through student government that I sound like Floyd Mayweather, that celebrate diversity, in all its forms. Every day, we feel grateful to lead these spaces like student government as 3 minority women. Regardless of the ups and downs, we have tried to push the sentiment that DEI can have positive effects on connecting community and culture. While our term in student government may be coming to an end, we are actively working on new initiatives that not only address the gaps left by the absence of DEI offices, but also go beyond, striving to create a campus culture where every student feels valued and heard. Now more than ever, we join our fellow students in fostering an environment that embraces strength found in our differences. To Marsha, Farah, Wilma, and all those working in the CDO office, we thank you for everything you have done for this university, and our hope is to continue your legacy, spreading inclusion as a friend, mentor, and advocate to all Gators. So, yeah, man, the students are active on campus. They don't like it. They're speaking out about it. That's beautiful.
As they should.
It's funny, but not funny that 2020, when everything was happening with George Floyd, everybody was at home, and you saw that, like, everybody was jumping on this diversity, this, and anti-racist, and doing all this stuff. Like, we need to try to make atonement for all of the things, and you really don't hear that as much anymore. So it's kind of like forgotten. That's what happens in the world. Like, people don't remember.
Nah, man, we live in a microwave society, man. Everybody gets news every minute, and if it happened 30 minutes ago, we're more focused on what's about to happen 2 hours from now.
Hey, Sonny was right, man. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
You know what I'm saying? So, Emmett Smith is a graduate. Other people who went to school there, they're advocating for people to really speak out and do something. But
surprised T-Boy ain't stepped in with, with his platform, especially for that cause.
Well, he's got he's got more of a conservative. He's a conservative type guy, so he would lean more the other way. So I would be surprised.
I thought a Christian-based person would lean with, inclusion. But
yeah, you would think that. But inclusion
would think that.
But inclusion is getting rid of all the programs that separate us like that, because there's no need for that. We had a black president. Oprah's a billionaire. What else?
This is true.
Terrence Howard made enough money to owe $1 million in taxes. Like, why do we have to have?
They never paid me.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
One last one, man, because now we're in March, which is spring break season. So about the
yeah, man. The city of Miami has banned spring break. They banned the spring breakers, man. I'm proud of y'all. Clap it up for Miami for having pride, man, and saying keep y'all ass out of our city.
Nah, man, it's not that. So don't believe the hype, man. It ain't that.
I saw a whole post. I saw a whole Instagram ad.
So what happens every time there's an event? So there's really one big week where it's like super black, maybe two, because like a lot of the HBCUs go on spring break at the same time.
Yes.
So they really don't want black people on Miami Beach. So Miami Beach, a lot of people come to Miami and go to Miami Beach, and they're like, "Oh, I love Miami."
No,
where'd you go?
You love South Beach.
Yeah, that's not the real Miami, coach.
It's not.
So they come out there, they got tanks and stuff, like for Memorial Day weekend and different times. They have the police out there. You would think it was a war zone.
Yeah.
And they really don't want these kids out there. So this is the ad that they ran. It's so corny. But
but I seen all white people in it. It was great.
Nah, I think this chick is black. It opens up with a black person. They try, it's smoke and mirrors, man. But this is the ad right here though.
Hey, we need to talk.
This isn't working anymore.
And I saw it right there.
It's you. We just want different things.
Our idea of a good time is relaxing on the beach.
Hitting up the spot or checking out a new restaurant.
You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws.
Do you even remember what happened last March?
Police propaganda.
That was our breaking point. So we're breaking up with you.
Party's over, it seems, with a warning from my.
So
yeah, it was hilarious to me.
Bag checks, bro. That's a police state, man. That's not cool.
This
you know
was
what I'm
hilarious.
saying? Please don't come to Miami and go to Miami Beach. If you come to Miami and you want to know where to go, holla at a dope black lawyer. I'll make sure you know. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you're following us on all the social medias. Let us know what stories you want us to cover because we do this for y'all. And we want to make sure that we're able to provide the information that the people really want, not the stuff that I find that I think is interesting, because that's not what it's all about. All right.
Word.
So you got any parting words, my brother, before we break?
Nah, man, we've been in the spring season, man. Pisces season. Everybody stand up, man. Let's get it.
Let's do it.